Alright y'all, so welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title of the video, the tatas are finally free. So I breastfed 3 babies and I've tried different techniques with all 3 to try to get them to wean. This time around with Sarai, I want to say that this was the easiest process and almost the most tear-free. So if y'all want to see what I did to help Wean Baby and make it easy on her and also me, then just stay tuned. So first things first, there are 2 ways to wean a baby. The first way is to just cold turkey, just stop nursing altogether. And the second way is to cut back. Cold turkey is when you just literally decide I'm not breastfeeding no more and you just cut it out altogether. There's no cutting back, you just literally just stop nursing altogether. The only pro of cold turkey, I would say, is that it's fast. Like, it only take about a week and you back to normal. So that's the only pro that I have of going cold turkey. Now the cons of going cold turkey, the baby is gonna be crying like 24/7 for about almost a week. Engorgement, breast infections. Yeah, because once you full and you start getting them knots up in them boobies and you can't release. You could try to use a pump, but I found that a pump cannot release you the way a baby would latching. So cold turkey is not the way, y'all. This time around was the first time I ever tried to actually cut back. I feel like I tried cutting back with Shy, but I would always either give in or it was just too much and I just felt like cold turkey was easy. But this time around, y'all, I did cut back. So when you cut back, you want to take away 1 session at a time. So let's say baby nurses morning, baby nurses afternoon, and baby nurses at night. You want to take away, I think I started with the morning. No, I started with the afternoon sessions first. So it don't really matter. It's just whichever one you think would be easiest for you. You just start with taking away that nursing session. And you can cut back however you feel to cut back. So for me, with Sarai, I cut out the whole afternoon session. So like, Sarai was exclusively breastfed. She would eat food sometimes, but for the most part, she was getting all of her nourishment from the breast. So what I did was I cut out all of her afternoon sessions and replaced them with a meal. So I would not nurse her at all during the afternoon. So she would nurse at night and she would nurse first thing in the morning and throughout the night. But after we got up and got our day started, I would not give her titty at all. She would literally have to eat on the food. And in the beginning, she would not eat food like that. So it's like, you just have to keep trying to keep trying to keep trying to keep giving them food, keep giving them food, keep giving them food. And eventually they'll realize, I'm not getting no titty milk. I'm not getting no breast milk, so I have to eat. So they'll eventually start eating and then they'll start eating more. I want to say I cut out the afternoon sessions for like a week, maybe 2 weeks. So after I did afternoon sessions, then I cut out the morning sessions. So in the morning when we would wake up, I would just immediately jump up, come downstairs, make her some baby food or whatever we had to eat. I just give her some of whatever me and her siblings were eating. She wouldn't nurse in the morning and she wouldn't nurse in the afternoon. It was tear-free. Like, what helps is distractions. So whenever I'm weaning one of my babies, just distractions. So whenever they want titty, I would either offer food. If they didn't want food and they would start to whine, then I would get up, walk around, console them, rub their back. One thing that I did with all of my kids too was they like water. So I would sit them at the sink, cut the water on, and just let them like play in the sink with the hands, the feet, or whatever. Or I would take like toys and start playing toys with them. I would cut something on TV that they like to watch. Like, just keep them distracted, because the more they're distracted, the less that they're thinking about, nursing. So once I cut back on the morning feedings, the afternoon feedings, and the night feedings, the week of her birthday, the only time I would nurse is whenever I got full or I got engorged and I didn't want, the clogged ducts. So the only time I would latch her is when I felt my breast getting full. So that would be like maybe once every other day or something like that. And even when I did latch her, I would only latch her to release my engorgement. I wouldn't let her fall asleep on it. I wouldn't let her empty it. I would just literally let her latch until I felt like my breast was loosening up, getting those clogged ducts out. And then I would take her off of the breast. So today is August 15th, and Sarai has not been on my titty for, it's been a week and some change, I want to say. And yeah, like she's weaned. At night now, she does still whine a little bit, but like I said, she just stick her hand in my shirt, feel on my titty, and then she lay her head down on my chest. I rock her a little bit. She goes back to sleep. So now she finds comfort in laying on top of me. That's the only, I don't want to say downfall, but yes, we co-sleep. So she finds comfort in, like, I guess just laying her, feeling it, and just laying her head there, like knowing that it's still there, but not being able to access it. So I mean, it is what it is. She ain't on the titty, so it is what it is. So the pros of cutting back would be, it's easier on mom and baby. The reason it's easier on baby is because I said it was tear free this day. It also helps with, less engorgement or either no engorgement. I started cutting back when she turned 11 months. So it took about a month. It took about exactly a month for me to go from cutting back to completely being off the breast, like all the way, completely being weaned. Oh, and another way that y'all can wean y'all baby, if y'all have a partner or either grandparents or anything, go away for a few days. It's a lot harder to wean a baby when mom is around. When the mom is around and baby see them titties and baby can smell that breast milk, it's going to be a lot harder to wean the baby. So I would suggest, if you don't want to do any of the other two things by cutting back or just going cold turkey, is to leave the baby with mom or with your mama, or leave the baby with grandmama, granddaddy, daddy. Just leave the baby somewhere. If you go somewhere for a couple of days, take you a vacation, take you a trip, and that baby not going to have no milk, no breast milk, by the time you get back, that baby is going to be weaned. And when I weaned Sarai, I planned to continue pumping and offering breast milk, but it just became too much for me, like trying to continuously pump, coming up with a schedule to pump, and still having to maintain the house and take care of the other kids. I just finished pumping until, like I said, she was weaned. Once she was weaned, I have not pumped since I don't know when, y'all. My husband said my milk is dried up, so the tatas are free, the tatas are dry, ain't nothing in these tatas no more. When she turned 1, I ended up giving her pea protein milk instead of breast milk, since, like I said, I got over the whole pumping thing. Pea milk, it has a lot of benefits. It has a lot of nutrients, vitamins, essential for, baby's growth and everything. So I started giving her pea milk. She's actually drinking the pea milk. She likes the pea milk. And look up the benefits of pea protein milk, and that could be a choice if you don't want to go the dairy route, because I didn't want to go the dairy route. So yeah, that's a good dairy alternative. I took BandAids and put them over my nipples. That way, whenever she would pull down my shirt, she would see she would see BandAids over my nipple, and she would just be like, looking like, what is this? Like, she'll try to touch it and like try to pull it off. But of course, I wouldn't let her pull it all the way off, but she'll try to like tug at it, try to pull the BandAid off, but she couldn't get to the nipple. And another thing that I tried with the Raya was taking like a medicine, a liquid or something that the baby doesn't like. So at the time, Raya was 6 years ago, y'all, 5-6 years ago when I breastfed her. I can't remember what it was, but it was some kind of medicine that I had for, I don't know if it was cold, it was for something. It was about, I want to say 14 months when I started like cold turkey weaning her, because I had started trying it 12 months and yeah, I was a punk. It didn't work. But like 14 months, I want to say, I stood my ground, like I said, and I went cold turkey with her. It was some kind of medicine, and I would rub the medicine on my nipple and then put BandAids over it. So when she would try to go in and snatch the BandAid off, I would take the BandAid off and let her latch onto it. But when she would latch, she would taste that medicine on the nipple, and it would make her not want to latch. So that's another thing you could try, to put something that, I don't want to say just anything nasty, but like some kind of medicine, something that's healthy, something that's not bad for the baby, but put it on your nipple that has a bad taste, sour taste or something that would make your baby not want to latch. And the last tip that I have, if you're weaning but you don't want to continue pumping, you want your milk to dry up. To get your milk to dry up, do not, when you pump or even if you latch baby occasionally, like I was saying, do not empty your breast completely. If you empty your breast completely, your body is going to continue making milk. So you want to signal to your body, I'm drying up, stop making milk. So what you need to do is not release completely, just pump enough to, get you some kind of relief because of your engorgement and some kind of relief so that you won't get any clogged ducts. But do not empty your breast. So thank y'all for watching this video. If you found this video helpful, if you have any questions, then comment down below. I will respond. Don't forget to hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to share this video, and I will see y'all in the next one.